Guys, Donna here with your weekly mini reading for April 7th to the 13th, 2025. I hope this finds you well and that you survived our last week in Mercury in retrograde. Today it kind of stations direct and then it begins to move forward. So hopefully all of the electronic issues that we've been experiencing and communication, anything where things are breaking down. Hopefully that's all going to be behind us soon. Just remember to breathe and have patience and remind yourself that it's not forever and that things will get better. So I am going to call in St. Michael, Raphael, Uriel, and Gabriel and see what they have to say this week. As a reminder, last week we had manifestation, blessings, and playfulness from the Healing with the Angel cards. We had open up to your spiritual gifts with the Radley Valentine sort of light. And we had partnership with the Angels of Abundance. Our affirmation was, I am the woman or man of my dreams. So I hope you were able to work with that energy, especially the manifestation and the playfulness, utilizing all of them together, opening up to your spiritual gifts and having some insights. So we are going to see what we have for this week. Hopefully we'll be getting better weather. We're a little chilly here in Indianapolis, and we have lots of rain recently, so we have some flooding going on. If you're impacted by the tornado that happened last week, I hope you're okay. It was pretty scary here, pretty treacherous, and you know, I understand the rain has stopped, but you know how that goes. The rivers peak, and then they everything, there's still flood warnings all around, so be careful. We're under freeze warning, so be careful if you're going out in the morning that you don't slip. All right, so first we have music. Oh, then we have our intention card back, and we have our guardian angel card. So the first one this week is going to be music, adding music into your week. You know, where can you add some music? Depending on what mood you're in. Maybe you need to relax, so you're going to listen to relaxing music. Or maybe you need to be energized, and so you're going to be listening to the music to get energized for the week, giving you some momentum, right? So also, you'll probably get some kind of signs during the music. It can be from loved ones who've passed. It can be from, you know, maybe you ask the angels for a sign and it comes to you through the music. Also, this can mean if you're thinking of taking a class in singing or in a certain musical instrument, this is saying now is the time, right? If you used to play the piano, maybe now's the time to pick the piano up again. But go into the music and allow yourself to meditate and get lost in the vibration of the music. It will help you de-stress and give you clarity. Next, we have intention. So we're back to our intention. Your thoughts create your reality. So what is your intention for the week? What is your intention? What do you want to manifest this week? Again, we're back to intention. And because we were in retrograde and we were rethinking things and we were rejuvenating and we were relaxing, now it's time to really focus in and hone on what is it that we really want to intend for our life. What is it we want to do? And you can do that by listening to certain music that's going to help you focus and really hone in on your intentions. Sometimes we don't really know what we want, but we know what we don't want. So I would encourage you to just kind of sit with yourself and figure out the top 3 things that maybe you'd like to manifest. You know, what is your intention? Is your intention to have a good day? Then you'll have a good day. Is your intention to maybe run into someone that you know and boom, they show up, right? Maybe my intention is that it gets warmer, but we know that that's coming. But hopefully the sun will be out tomorrow, or you know, something where we're trying to perk ourselves up. You know, we're right in between before we really get the sunny weather all the time and the warmer weather. We thought that was our cold was behind us, but here we are again. So remember, intention drives your reality. So adding your intention for the day, getting up and asking, you know, Father, what is it that I need to do today? You know, how can I be the best person I can today? And, you know, allow yourself to really get lost in the music. You know, maybe you listen to the radio on your way to work and it gives you that momentum that you need for the day. And then finally, we have the guardian angel card. When the guardian angel shows up, it's saying, don't forget to ask me to help you. I will help you with your intentions. I will help you choose some music. I will help you in any capacity that you need me to. You just have to ask me to help you. And that's what the guardian angel is all about. They can't help us unless we ask. So, you know, you don't have to know their name. You just know that you have a guardian angel and you can say, guardian angels, please come and help me. If you haven't signed up for my mailing list, and you would like a free copy of how to get in contact with your guardian angels, my top ways, you're welcome to subscribe to it. There's information in the comments below, and you get a free PDF that tells you how my top 3 ways to really connect to them and hear them. Just ideas for you to get you started in really having a dialogue with your angels. It's fun. They are fun. They can be fun, as a lot of you know. You know, they have humor. They do. And I talk to mine all the time. I tend to talk to him out loud, which is probably not a good idea all the time. But, you know, I do talk to him. And, you know, when I am doing a reading for someone, I use the guardian angels, your guardian angels and mine, to gather that information. My gift is I have clear audience, so I get these impressions from the guardian angel realm. So, you know, work with your guardian angel and see what happens. Oh, here we go. Open up to your spiritual gifts. Remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. So the guardian angels are saying, open up to these spiritual gifts. See if you can hear us or feel us or know things, right? See what kind of spiritual gifts start to open up this week for you. Could be that you don't think you're very clairvoyant. I don't usually think I am. And yet sometimes I get impressions and I get flashes of insight. That's a spiritual gift, you know. Thinking about somebody and them calling, that's a spiritual gift. Being on that same level as someone else, that same vibrational level. So the angels of abundance are saying, attracting, not chasing. So that's a good intention, that you attract, not chase. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. So this is a week of sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. That's a great thing because in that, you do end up opening up your spiritual gifts, right? You're working with the angelic realm. You're working with the musical angels who come in and help you have insights, right? You have intentions. This is great. This is so spot on, I think. Look at this card. This card is just gorgeous with the purple and just really realizing that you don't have to chase after anything. You can attract it. You can attract love into your life. You can attract joy and peace. And how do you do that? Well, a lot of it is just by continuing to try to stay in a positive mindset. We all have days where we're grumpy. We all have days where we're not feeling our best. You know, if we're putting out energy, I usually just say cancel, cancel, clear, clear, and try to start again. Or I try to jumpstart myself by saying, I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. Something that lifts my energy, right? Listening to a song in the car. One of my favorites is from Frozen, the movie, Let It Go. You know, sometimes I have to just let things go and I forget. So how do I get in that mood? I listen to that song and I sing that song and I become that little girl singing that song again. You know, it's one of my favorite songs. So pick a song maybe this week and use that as your theme for the week and see how it transforms your life, right? And let's see what our affirmation of the week is this week. I really cannot wait until we get warmer weather. I thought my sweater days were behind me. Just a little warmer. Although it does feel nice and it's not snow, so I can't really complain. All right, I have faith in who I am becoming. That's a good one. We had that one recently too. I have faith in who I am becoming. So know that we're in process, right? We're in transformation. We're allowing ourselves to transform and emerge into who we want to become. But this is saying, I have faith in who I am becoming. So know that no matter where you are along this journey, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And have the faith that you are becoming that bigger, better, more open to your spiritual gifts person, okay? And really embrace that and utilize that along with, I am the woman and man of my dreams, right? That's a great one. My life is full of abundant opportunities. Use all the different affirmations that we have been gathering since the beginning of the year, and you'll have, like, by the end, you're going to have what, 52 or more, because sometimes we get a couple of affirmations by the end of the year. That would be something that might be nice to write down so that when you're having one of those days, you can just randomly open it and it'll say, my life is full of abundant opportunities. I really like that one. And it does still go along with, I have faith in who I am becoming. You know, I have faith in who I am becoming. So work with these energies this week. Thank goodness retrograde is over. I think Venus might still be in retrograde. I'm not really sure. But, you know, watch your dreams. Watch for people coming back from your past. It's just part of the deal right now. Not to necessarily re-engage with them, but to realize what they brought to your life at some point. And are you still there? And if you're different, what did you learn from that relationship? Really do introspective stuff. That's really what it's about. And Venus is all about any kind of relationship. It can be a love relationship. It can be a family relationship. It can just be relationships at work. It doesn't matter. Relationships are on the table. Remember, try to stay centered and calm in this craziness that we're having right now, and realize that all will be well and that we will get through this. It doesn't always seem possible, but we will. And hopefully it will start to shake out in a more positive way sooner rather than later. One can always hope, right? Have a great week. I will see you next Monday. And don't forget, you're always on my Reiki Radar. This is Donna. See you then.